From inside Tropicana Field here in Tampa Bay, MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. Taking a look at today's starter, who's been going through a bit of a rough patch lately. His recent outings haven't exactly gone as planned, Singy.
Yeah, he hasn't looked himself out there, Boog. And normally he's got that fastball popping the catcher's mitt and the slider darting, but lately hasn't had great command. A couple of good innings might be all it takes to get him back on track.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Patrick Corbin. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, really struggled last year, and it was one of those seasons that you just want to flush. But I think you have to remember and take the opportunity when you do struggle to really look yourself in the mirror, identify what went wrong, and make improvements. And I have no doubt that that's what this guy did in the offseason to prepare himself to come back and to be one of the best bounce-back players in the league. We'll see today. He'll have a real opportunity to prove a lot of people wrong.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-1. Trying to bunt his way on. Altuve. It's safe at first, a bunt single.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
And now here is Don Baylor. In the dirt, blocked. Terang gets his lead at first. Nobody out. There's a swing and a drive. That one carrying. Hits the fence. Coming home. He scores and they have the lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Rose getting ready to hit. He's a guy who does it all. That one ripped. Out of here. An absolute smash to left. His fourth home run of the season. And they add on. It's 3-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
Yeah, the batter now, Mike Piazza. On the ground, out to short. Throw over to Stargell. Out. Piazza out in the play. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Still only one out here in the inning. That one drilled left field, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. And he's there with a double.
This lefty matchup thing's not going so well.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
1 out, runner at second. At the plate, Orlando Cepeda. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. In the dirt, squirts away from Perez. Seager up to third on the wild pitch. One away with a runner at third here in the second game of the series. Liner, base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 4.
Well done. Drives in the run. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Curtis Granderson next up for the Braves. And there's a ball.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
And that one finds its way through. And out to a board. Wilyer Abreu will hit next. Swing and a ground ball. Off balance feed, there's one. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. So it's a 4-run inning on 6 hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Braves 4, the Rays coming to bat. Back here at Tropicana Field, and today's starting pitcher, Zach Eflin.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4, but this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Bottom of the first, now up for Tampa Bay, Bo Jackson. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a miss. 0-1. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
And that one fouled off.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid, and it's even up. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. This to third, and that chance handled. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. It features a great veteran presence, Francisco Lindor.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Ricky Henderson now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Fires over to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing for Tampa. They're down 4-0. New inning getting started. Now here is Zach Eflin.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Eflin measures 6 feet 6 inches, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Out to short, Lindor throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. This is Bryce Terang. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Don Baylor now at the plate. He doubled home a run in his first AB. And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive, because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that's a fair ball. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Rose, the next to hit. Ball 1, no strikes. And that one hammered. That's back. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Head first slide, and he's safe. And it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Next to hit, Mike Piazza. And that's downstairs. And that is ball 1. Piazza with some impressive production lately. Cut on and lifted in the air. Junior sizes this one up and makes the grab. And there's 2 down. So man aboard. Now in for the Braves, Corey Seager. In the dirt, 1-0. Seager with another scorching run of play lately. And that's through there for a strike. And a count 1-1.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. Here's a big power threat. Orlando Cepeda gets the call. It's 0-1.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Granderson batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
No ball. 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and a couple left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Braves 7, the Rays nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the first baseman, Willie Stargell.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Terang over to first in time. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Ken Griffey Jr. next to hit for the Rays.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
And that's in there at the knees.
No balls. One strike.
One out, bases empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That one almost got him. Fights that one away, still 1-2. On the ground, Seager whips it to first.
That's an out.
Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
The third baseman, Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt getting ready to hit. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Ball one there.
One ball.
2 outs,
one strike.
base is empty. That one ripped left field. Reaching for it and brings it in. No runs, no hits, no errors. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Braves 7, the Rays nothing. Back now in Tampa Bay, top half of the third inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Wilyer Abreu. That's inside, and that's ball one.
You know, these Braves doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They put a bunch of runs on the board, thanks in large part to 4 hits with runners in scoring position.
Up the middle, Altuve handles it. Slings to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. So up next, Zach Eflin. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
On top of that, they haven't left many guys on base, so they've been efficient getting runners on and finding ways to bring them home.
In the air, right side. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
As this one sized up. Makes the grab. And that'll do it. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Braves 7, the Rays nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Eflin back to work. Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That's in there. And it's 1-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one becomes property of the beast. He sends it out of here. His second of the year. It's 7-1.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Francisco Lindor to the plate now. Fans love him, but he's pretty popular with the players, too.
He certainly is, Boog. A player survey on MLB.com listed him as one of the friendliest infielders to chat with during a game. I'm sure he appreciates the recognition from his peers.
And that is out of play. Battling here as he fouls it away. Next one in the dirt. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
And here is Patrick Corbin. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Now a check swing, but he held up.
2 balls, 1 strike.
To third, and that one handled. Zips it across. Now 2 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Bo Jackson.
So the Rays batting order turns over. Now it's the right fielder, Bo Jackson. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Right through there for a strike. Ground ball left side. Sends it across to first, and that'll do it. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. It's now 7-1. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Start of the fourth. Now the number 2 hitter, Don Baylor. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. Altuve slings to first. 1 up, 1 down. Pete Rose will hit next. He's already homered in this game. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a foul ball.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Outside low, and a count even 1-1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
The throw to first, 2 up, 2 down. Mike Piazza now at the plate, 0 for 2 in this one. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Well, the good thing so far
no
is
strike.
that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind him.
Check swing, called strike. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is that something good will happen for the hitter. 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss.
Full count.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Runner at first with 2 away. And the batter will be the shortstop, Corey Seager.
1-0.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. So they make short work of him there. And midway in the 4th, it's the Braves 7, the Rays 1. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Rays, Jose Altuve.
Altuve.
In the air, left field. Baylor pulls it down, and there's 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24,
Ricky Henderson, the next to hit. Grounded out his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. He swings and fouls one off. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air on the infield, Cepeda. And there are 2 down.
the first baseman, number 8, Willie.
Next to bat will be the Rays 4-hitter, Willie Stargell. Grounded out his first time up. Headed towards the corner. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Now it's going to be Ken Griffey Jr.
Ball, too high.
First pitch misses. Stargell at second with 2 down. Splits the plate. Strike 1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised
ball,
all of
1
us.
strike.
Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Next offering in there for a strike. Going to count 1 and 2. That
Ball
one
2.
missed. Runner at second, 2 down. And a
Full
good eye
count.
there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hit weakly on the ground towards second. Terang over to first in time. And the inning is over. The Rays strand just the 1. They're down 7-1. Back here at Tropicana Field, ready now for the 5th inning. Now in for the Braves, Corey Seager. Right side, and that chance handled. He steps on the bag, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Orlando Cepeda next up for the Braves. Cepeda measures 6 feet 2 inches, a member of the 2000 hit club, Can't forget to mention he's a former
That's the ball.
MVP. First pitch doesn't find the zone. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Inside, and a count 2-1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
That one finds the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Line drive, and a base hit right there. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Granderson in the box again, takes a strike. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. Man at first, 1 away.
2-1.
In the dirt. And that one sliced foul. A little bit
Ball
low.
3.
Full count, 3-2.
Full count.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
Abreu in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a line drive, base hit into left field. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with 1 out.
Up next for Atlanta, the pitcher is
Zach Eflin next up for the Braves. And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Brooks Raley.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
2-0.
In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. That's out to center field. Junior makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting when there's a play at the plate and potential inning ender. Great throw by the outfielder, but awesome as well by the catcher. That's a nice play all around.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
This one in the air, right field, and that is a foul ball. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Fair ball.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. His first at bat was a strikeout. In for a strike, and it's 0-1. To first, maybe a 2-ball. There's one. On to Cepeda, double play, inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 5 innings complete. It's the Braves 7, the Rays 1. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And stepping in is the speedy Bryce Terang. Just missed.
You know, these Braves doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Double-digit hits, and they've done a great job of avoiding the strikeout. Only one of them so far, which tells you a lot.
On its way to the corner, Henderson running hard to get it. Got it. Nice grab. And there's one down.
Excellent job, and I tell you what, the times that I played left field, getting a play like that, you love the opportunity to make it.
And now, Don Baylor. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike one. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now batting, third baseman.
And next for Atlanta, Pete Rose. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Fly ball to right. Settles under this one. And there's 2 away. Mike Piazza next up for the Braves.
Mike Piazza.
Lined, and that's a base hit. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
Everything came together for him. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield,
1-0.
That's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Swing and a miss. And it's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. He makes the grab, and that is that. 2 left for Atlanta, and they're on top 7-1. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off, Raul Ibanez.
And he's got a little pop in his bat, Boo. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Eflin back to work. Just missed.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even. That one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So digging in, Bo Jackson. And what a two-way player, not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Ibanez aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. That's going back. Back some more. And that one becomes property of the beast. His second of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 7-3.
This game just got a little more interesting with that home run. So many times a sinker inside is a foul ball off the ankle for the batter. But that time he did a really nice job of staying inside the pitch and getting through it.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Lifted in the air right center field. Granderson makes the catch, and there's one gone.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Ricky Henderson digs in now. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now at the plate, Willie Stargell. 1 for 2. And there's the strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. People at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Eflin a move to first.
He's safe.
Junior in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. Two balls, no strikes to count.
Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
There's the strike at the knees. And it's fouled away. And down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. The Rays creep closer thanks to the homer. It's now a 4-run lead at 7-3. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Hobie Milner. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Orlando Cepeda. And that one is downstairs. And that is ball one. Right through there for a strike. That's too low. 2-1. There's a strike. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. He goes down looking. Curtis Granderson next up for the Braves. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. First pitch just misses.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
One down, base is empty.
Rio.
That one finds the zone. And now 3-1. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, left field, down the line, and Ricky Henderson the grab. 2 away now.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
2 down, nobody on. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Reggie Sanders.
Pretty surprised they're going with the pitcher off the bench here, Boog. I mean, they must be trying to save what they have left in terms of position players for later or something.
1-0.
Abreu, the runner at first with 2 gone. And that's in for a strike. And the count even at 1. And that one off the outside edge. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. 1 left for Atlanta, but they still lead it 7-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Josh Stamont.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Mike Schmidt getting ready to hit.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That's in for a strike at 95, 0-1. And that one is inside ball 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And now the count is even. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Salvador Perez next to hit for the Rays. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back. Adios, Peralta. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they slice into the lead. It's 7-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. When you have a team that hits home runs at such a high rate, they can get back in the ball game so quickly. That's why that leadoff walk was extremely costly.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. And there's a foul ball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Down and in, moved his feet. Into center. That one gets down for a hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Rays, Mark McGwire.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
And no one can get there. Tough spot for the pinch hitter, and he delivers. Into third, and they are rolling. Runners at the corners, still nobody out.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Josh Staumont gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. The new pitcher in the game, Yennier Cano.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Jackson will hit next. You gotta feel like there's a pretty good chance this game is gonna turn on one swing. Substitution being made at first. Coming in as the pinch runner, Adam Duvall. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
With the big bats coming up and a home run already surrendered, he's really going to have to execute against these next couple of batters.
Not close with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, could be 2. The underhand flip, 1 second, and a run scores on the double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there, worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Now it's going to be Jose Altuve. Strike one.
No balls. One strike.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Strike two.
Two really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. So they get 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Braves 7, the Rays 6. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aroldis Chapman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Bryce Terang. Gets under it and pops it up. And there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Don Baylor now at the plate. Chapman, a former All-Star, 37 years young, and he was born in Cuba. And a strike. Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
One down, base is empty. Good job to fight that one off. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
In the air, right field. Settles under it. Puts it away for the out. So up next, Pete Rose. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
And that's way high. 1-0.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
That one pushed foul. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And that's outside. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 2 down, nobody on. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap,
Odd choice here. They intentionally walk him, and the runner now into scoring position. First and second, 2 outs. So now it's Corey Seager. That one at triple digits. And look out,
That hit him.
as that one ran in and got him.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Orlando Cepeda, the next to hit. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. That's in there. It's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
1-1.
That one not close, and it's 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Look, in situations like these, the air can get really thin up there at the plate. Got to find a way to breathe and slow everything down.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. There's a splitter in the dirt, swing and a miss. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So they get out of the bases loaded jam without any damage, and that does it for the inning. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 7, the Rays 6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Lucas Sims.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now here is Ricky Henderson. 1 for 3. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Makes the grab, 1 away.
the first baseman, number 8,
Willie Stargell next to hit for the Rays. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tie-in run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Matt Brash, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Holding on to a 1-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And a count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. And now 2 gone. Ken Griffey Jr. digs in now. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's a strike across the top of the zone.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
Rays down by a run. Foul ball, still 0-2. And
No.
ball one.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the eighth. He's looking rock solid so far.
And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Lucas Sims departs, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Matt Brash.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. First pitch misses.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on. Drive it into a gap and score that run from first base.
The 1-0. And that's a strike. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Swung on, belted. On the move, heading back. And that one becomes property of the beast. He sends one out the opposite way. Third home run of the season. It's 8-7. That's their fourth home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Salvador Perez. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. And that's downstairs. Ball one. Two outs. That one the other way. Abreu makes a nice running catch. The Rays with a 2-run homer. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, John Rocker.
Power slider guy, Boog. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Well, one-run game. Now in for the Braves, Curtis Granderson. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No balls. One strike.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Now he breaks his bat. Bare hand grab over to first, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Josh Harrison.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That's inside, and that's ball one.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Way high there. 2-1. And it's strike two.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. A 1-run lead here at the top of the ninth. Swing and a ground ball, and foul ball. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Richie Sexson.
Well, they're turning to a guy who can definitely put the ball in play right here. So good move at a big spot like this.
Next pitch misses inside. And now it's even 1-1. That's down and in.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Fastball for a strike.
It's a tough pitch. But in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball.
Swing and a miss at 100. No chance.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Bryce Terang next up for the Braves. And the first offering is not close. Squirts away a little bit. Nothing happening on the bases, though. 1 out. The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And now 2-1.
That was straight queso right there.
Close one doesn't get the call. And the count is 3-1. And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen.
Number 37, J.J.
Baylor in the box now. Takes strike one.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
Up and in, ball one. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Way high. Dives, and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe as a run scores on the play, and that ties the game. So bases loaded with 1 away. Rose will hit next. Missing inside, and that is ball 1. Pop up here, third base side. Lindor sizing this one up, puts it away for the out. Mike Piazza next up for the Braves. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Upstairs. And that one hit to first, and that hits off the base.
Just a huge at bat right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball.
Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. 2 outs, bases full. And here is Orlando Cepeda. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th, John Curtis.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Lindor, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
No strike.
Next offering is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Right side, hard hit. Terang over to first in time. Lindor retire.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Nolan Arenado. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Slider misses outside. Outside low. It's 2-2.
Doubled up on the slider away. 2-seamer here. Just watch and see.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. He tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Jackson in the box now. No balls and a strike. Ripped to short. On to first. Ball game. And the Braves slugged their way to a win in this one.
Well, all game, this team had to battle with that 10th man. Those fans making a lot of noise, but they took the lead in the 9th inning, quieted things down, and were able to get those final 3 outs in the bottom half as well. Just a very well executed ball game.
And this one ends the final 10-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. This is the game of the week on MLB The Show. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. We're all eager to see if his heroics last time out carry over. He was absolutely dialed in at the plate, Singy.
Dialed in is right, partner. Everything seemed to be going his way. Looking forward to seeing if that same timing and energy carries over in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And on the hill, a soft tossing lefty, just like you, Chris. Jose Quintana. What do you have on him?
Well, last year, kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Bryce Terang, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Towards first, McGuire. Steps on first for the out. Here's Brian Snitker's lineup for the Braves. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Orlando Cepeda.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Josh Harrison in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1.
No strikes.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
And a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Pete Rose next up for the Braves. 2 for 10 in the series. Swing at a high fly ball deep left field. Way back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. His second homer this series. It's 2-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
This one popped up. Altuve. 2 down. Two down, base is empty. And now Reggie Sanders. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Griffey drop step, ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and starting in this one, Whitey Ford. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there.
Well, he comes in carrying a career ERA under 3. He's been fantastic ever since he broke into the big leagues. Can't wait to watch him pitch today.
Now up for Tampa Bay, Adam Duvall. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two. Pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
Guy like this can be tough. You know he's not going to try to beat you with velocity, but he's going to sink it, he's going to change speeds, and he's going to pitch backwards at times.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
It looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. And that's in for a strike. Ford, multi-time All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a sinker, and he occasionally uses a curve. Tied him up inside with that one.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And now the lefty. There's a high chopper. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the Rays lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Raul Ibanez. Pitch misses inside, 1-0. Right through there for a strike. And now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Two out, space is empty. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Up with it, fires to first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. So they go quietly there. We head to the second. And welcome back to the ballpark. Second inning set to go. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Don Baylor. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Baylor came up with 4 hits in his last game. And there's a ball.
Boog, one of our favorites. Jerry Hillsdale umpiring behind home plate in this one. Pretty much by the book with his strike zone.
And because he's so by the book, you'll sometimes see pitchers questioning him. They'll make a good pitch on the edge of the zone, want the strike, and not get the call. But most of the time, Jerry gets it right. He's a good one. That one is absolutely belted. And that's going to bang against the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. These days, when you see a ball come off the bat like that, I mean, the first thing you want to know as a spectator, what was the exit velocity? 109 in this case. I mean, that's just impressive, and it's so cool we can get that sort of feedback so instantly in today's game.
There's a swing and a drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Bo Naylor, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
0-1.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
No outs. Runner on second. Next offering upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a ball popped up. And there's one down. And now Whitey Ford. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
When you're struggling out there on the mound, hitters know that there'll be plenty of opportunities within the at-bat to try to get something to hit hard.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Man at second. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. This is Bryce Terang. Grounded out his first time. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one. Way inside, gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. And a foul ball. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Ground ball up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond. And this guy is at the top of the list. Ford back to work. This one smoked, could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second safely.
And if you're the pitcher, you can't be frustrated. You know this is going to be the toughest batter that you face tonight, and you're going to have to face him a couple of times. So you just tip your cap and hope that you can get the next guy out.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mark McGuire getting ready to hit. And that one almost hit him.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front. Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
This one in the air, center field. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline, safe at third.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
So a man aboard. Mike Schmidt, the next to hit.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
That misses off the outside edge.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That one lifted to left. Baylor sizes this one up. He's got it. Runner tags from third. The throw's offline. He's saved. And now just a 2-run deficit.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Here's Francisco Lindor. 2 for 8 in the series so far. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And another ball.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You've got to work the edges. Really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
That one misses. 3-0. Josh Gibson in the on-deck circle. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in the 3rd and final game of the series. There's the strike. Hard hit right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We played 2 full. It's the Braves 3, the Rays 1. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that one just missed off the outside edge.
2-0.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
2-1.
And that one ripped into right, and foul ball. And he grounds one to the right side, and that's just foul. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Goes down looking. Pete Rose next up for the Braves. He's already homered in this game. That's to third, and that one handled. Throws across the diamond. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. 2 down, bases empty. Orlando Cepeda now at the plate. Slides for the stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. And the Braves go down quietly, but they still lead it 3-1. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. And that one fouled off. And the 0-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Foul ball, still 0-2. This to center field. Long run, tracks it down. One down. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Quintana. Swings through that one. 0-1.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
Not even close there. And the count is 1-1. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
Way out in front of that inside pitch there, and just exactly the opposite kind of approach that you want with 2 strikes. You want to let the ball travel, make sure you recognize it, try to shorten up so that you can at least put the ball in play. Clearly fooled, but I think even more so, you question the 2-strike approach.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Baylor snags it on the run. Back here at Tropicana Field, now Reggie Sanders. And first offering is fouled off. Sliced hard but foul. Here's the 0-2. That one missed.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A massive home run. His second of the year, and they add a run. It's 4-1.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you.
Don Baylor digs in now. Doubled his first time. Pitches in for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
On the ground to short. Lindor. Over to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer. And now Curtis Granderson. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. Back to the mound. It hit him. No chance for a play, and let's hope the left-hander's not hurt out there. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
In the dirt. 2 outs. And now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Braves get 1 on the big fly. It's now 4-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That's in for a strike.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
The other way. Sanders makes the play. 1 away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
That one ripped right center field. That's a hit. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ken Griffey Jr. doubled his first time up. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-1. And that is out of play. And it remains 2-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, he hadn't seen that changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch, and it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden a pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
Here's some real power at the plate. Mark McGwire flied to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And takes low for ball 1.
1-0.
Ibanez off of first with 2 away. And that's outside.
2-0.
Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, and it goes just foul. Caught him looking for the K. 1 left for Tampa, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Quintana back to work. This one lifted in the air, left field, and it drops in. And the leadoff man aboard.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Late swing fouled off.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Runner at first with no outs here. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. On the ground to the left.
Foul ball.
And foul ball. That one misses.
That's a ball.
The count now 2-2. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top of the 5th. Oh, he botches it. And now runners at the corners, nobody out. Altuve slings to first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. Right side. Coming on Duvall. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Orlando Cepeda. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Going back on this one. Makes the catch on the edge of the track. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Braves 4, the Rays 1. Back now in Tampa Bay. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the third baseman, Mike Schmidt. Schmidt, 24 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Well, these Rays, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
That's down and in.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that's down and away. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Full count.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires across the diamond. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but
1-1.
They should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ripped on the ground to second. To first. Home half of the fifth inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher for the Rays, Josh Gibson. Fly to center his first time. Foul ball there.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Two down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. And 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Almost got him.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Here's the 2-2. Hit in the air, left field. Baylor makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6 now in for the Braves. Reggie Sanders. And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
You know, that's a swing you'll see a lot against a good sinker. Just right over the top. Tough to barrel that up.
Up the middle, loves it on the dive to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Just love watching this guy do everything. Swing the bat and make great defensive plays just like that. Remember, he won the Platinum Glove in 2016. You know this guy's the real deal defensively.
Now the left fielder, Don Baylor, 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 1 out, base is empty. A little bit low. Down 2-0. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. That one outside, and that's ball 3. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Out to center. Junior in position. Makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. So digging in, Curtis Granderson. Fastball for a strike. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
That's hard hit on the line. Junior pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that's the third out. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they lead it 4-1. Pinch hitter coming on now in the pitcher spot, Bo Jackson.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Clips the corner, 0-1. Jackson launched a homer in his most recent game. Oh, and 2 now. Popped up, Terang. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. Here's Adam Duvall. 0 for 2 in this one. Adam Duvall, a guy that gives them power. He also plays pretty good defense in the outfield. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
The 1-1 is fouled off. The Rays trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. Outside, and the count is even 2-2. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Jose Altuve up to hit here. That one hit to right. And it stays fair. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. And they hold him at second. Maybe this is going to be the moment they start the comeback. So, runner at second, 2 down. Raul Ibanez next to hit for the Rays. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Man on second, 2 down. Fastball for a strike.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
And he hits a ground ball right side, and that's just foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Up the middle, Terang. On to first. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. The Rays strand just the 1, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, David Robertson.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
And that's in for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Ibanez makes a nice grab and a full sprint. 2 down, bases empty. Now it's the shortstop, Bryce Terang. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Braves go down quickly here as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. And we're back. Bottom of the 7th. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Ken Griffey Jr. The Rays in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And there's one down.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Ryan Snitker out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Whitey Ford is done. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Yennier Cano.
Yennier Cano.
Mark McGuire will hit next. That misses.
That's down.
Ball
That's a ball.
1. And another ball.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Hauls it in for the out. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman
Mike Schmidt next to hit for the Rays. And first offering is fouled off. The Braves leading by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Way out front for strike 2.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
And that one is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Buck Farmer, the veteran right-hander, appears to be loosening up. Wentz also throwing. Next offering down in the dirt. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Keeps the inning alive, and now Francisco Lindor to the plate.
We don't see this a whole lot anymore where hitters with 2 strikes are willing to shorten up, tighten up, and try to hit the ball back up the middle other way. He was trying to hit that hole, I believe. Very good at bat with 2 strikes.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Just missed. Schmidt leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Cano picks over.
He's in there.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Now he steps out as time is granted. Lindor swings and blasts one deep left field. Going back, makes the catch, and that is the inning. The Braves pen comes through in fine fashion. 8th inning coming up. It's the Braves 4, the Rays 1. We're at the top of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Josh Harrison. The MO for him is contact. A guy who's going to deliver average, not a ton of power. He's looking to hit a line drive somewhere.
Well, that's why it's a team. And when you look at a lineup, he's a great 2-hole hitter or a guy that you could put at the bottom to help turn that lineup over to have some momentum for your top hitters coming up to the plate.
Out to short. Lindor tosses to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
Up next for Atlanta, the third baseman, Pete Rose.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
No ball.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1. Hard hit left side. Lindor on to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the Atlanta cleanup hitter, Orlando Cepeda. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Cut out and miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. New arm out of the bullpen, Andrew Wentz. He last pitched 2 days ago. Josh Gibson stepping in now. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. And that is downstairs. 1-0.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does,
1-1.
Just a joy to watch.
Swings through that one for strike 2. Hits for average power, the ability to field the arm, and then the speed. Really impressive.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that's in the dirt. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Granderson makes the grab, 1 down. Pinch hitter coming on. Willie Stargell. 1 out. The base is empty for him. And first offering is fouled off. Swinging a foul straight back. The Rays trailing by 3 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Duvall, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Off the mark there, and it's 2-0. Right through there for a strike.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Harrison makes the catch. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Brooks Raley.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Stretches out and holds it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Here's the left fielder, Don Baylor. And first offering is fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. And that one missing low.
Down.
And they'll do it again. Next pitch is outside. Oh, nice play. Gathers and throws, and it beats him. What a play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Curtis Granderson, the next to hit. That one pushed to the left and foul. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. In the air, left field, down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Braves 4, the Rays 1. A discussion happening at home plate now, and I think they're making a double switch. Back now in Tampa Bay. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Now playing center.
First pitch misses.
1-0.
Just
Nope,
missed.
ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Next offering
3-0.
way upstairs. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it could be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Ibanez, the next to hit, takes outside. Altuve gets his lead at first with nobody out. And downstairs.
Ball. 3-0.
And he walked him on
That's ball
4
4. Runner, take your
pitches.
base.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 3. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Runner around third. He'll score.
Such great concentration. Everybody on their feet, knowing that you can come through with a good swing. And there he doesn't try to do too much.
Mark McGuire next to hit for the Rays. Golden opportunity right here. That pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the ninth. In the dirt, blocked. No advance. Good job behind the dish. That one misses, and a count 2-1.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
So the tying run at second.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And there's a ball. Mike Schmidt in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in, The second run scores, and they've tied it in the bottom of the ninth.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
Here comes the manager out of the Braves dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Matt Brash won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching for
Here comes the new arm for the Braves, Buck Farmer.
Buck Farmer.
No outs, runner at first. Mike Schmidt getting ready to hit. In there, and it's 0-1. Swings through that.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
Francisco Lindor now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Tap foul at the plate. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
One down, winning run on at first. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Tied at 4. That's ripped to right down the line. Hauls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Gibson.
Josh Gibson next to hit for the Rays. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. He's got it, and that will end the inning. So they can't come up with the winning run, and that means we'll have to go a little longer here tonight to find a winner. And we are back here at Tropicana Field. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. New pitcher on here, Ryan Brazier. He's been so good against lefties. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, not easy to bounce back mentally after blowing the lead in the bottom of the ninth, but we'll see what this team has on the road in extras.
Zips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 10th.
Now back, the 17th, Wilyer Abreu.
And next for Atlanta, Wilyer Abreu. First pitch misses.
Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Here's a 1-2. That one missed.
That's the ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That one in the dirt, and a full count now. Heading down the line. And that drops foul. And a 3-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Three-2 on the way. Line drive. That's a base hit.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Really nice job staying inside with his hands to fight.
Here goes the runner. Swing and a pop up in foul ground. 2 down. Josh Harrison will hit next. Just missed. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Lucas Sims. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. So now a pinch hitter, Ricky Henderson.
And I'm sure ending this thing with 1 swing is on his mind, and just got to stay within yourself and just put the ball in play aggressively.
That's in there, and that's strike 1. Tied at 4. Strike 2.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Out to short. Terang over to first in time. One out, the bottom of the 10th.
Number 14, Adam Duvall.
Adam Duvall at the plate. In a spot like this, are you up there thinking to yourself, I'm trying to end the game?
Absolutely. It's been a long one. You're hungry, and you're ready to go home.
Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one fouled off. Now a fly ball to right center. Sanders brings it in. Out number 2. Jose Altuve next to hit for the Rays. Known for his late inning heroics. In there for strike 1. On a line, base hit. Throw back in, holds him at first, so just a single.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So 2 down. Now the left fielder, Raul Ibanez. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0 balls, 1
2
strike.
outs, but the winning run is at first. Next pitch is
1-1.
downstairs. Next offering is outside. Now he steps out of the box as he asks for time. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Ken Griffey Jr. would be next. Big bat with a potentially huge opportunity. 2 outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Welcome back, and on the mound to start the 11th inning, Lake Trinan. Rose in the box now. Takes strike 1. Late swing, foul to the left. Got him! And one gone. And here's the first baseman, Orlando Cepeda. Just missed.
That's the ball.
And that one fouled off. 1 down, base is empty. Into the outfield, base hit.
He was all over that one. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
The next offering misses, and it's 1-1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
1 away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him! 2 away. Don Baylor next up for the Braves. 1 for 4 with a double. High in the air, out to right. Duvall on the move. Squeezes it. And that's the third out. 1 hit, 1 left. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 4-4. And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here, and stepping in for the Rays, Ken Griffey Jr. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down. And now the first baseman, Mark McGuire. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. 2 down. Mike Schmidt next to hit for the Rays. That misses the zone,
that's
and that's ball 1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. John Curtis appears to be getting loose. Outside low. 2 balls, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Hit hard on the ground to short. Terang over to first in time. Beats him to the bag, and that means we're playing. And we're back. Here's the veteran outfielder, Richie Sexson. Trinan back to work. That one's in there. Strike 1. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike, you go after him and finish him off.
On the ground, right side. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 1-0. Tied at 4. And Naylor swings through that one.
This guy's sink has so much drop area. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Strike 3, got him swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here's the rookie center fielder, Brett Gardner. Check swing, called strike. That one fouled off. To the right side, Altuve. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 1 run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we are tied 4-4. John Curtis taking over on the mound. Francisco Lindor digs in now. The pitch. Swing and a drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game. A solo shot. And the Rays win it in 12.
get to extra innings, it seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by the Game of the Week. I'm John Shambi. We'll talk to you soon.